Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to SQL's project presentation. Welcome to SQL study group project presentation. Yeah. Ah, we've come a long way. We've come a long way. The journey has been interesting and as well very demanding. But I like the fact that tonight is going to be analytical things we've been doing in our team on the study group. We're going to be having two industry leaders to say and make sense of what we've said. So it's up to us to make sense of what we've been doing, right? And that's what we want to put into practice tonight. Let's begin. So the journey, the plan for tonight is just four things. We will start by, you know, passing the mic on and what's your experience in one sentence has been. What would you say the study group is for you? And then from there, I will introduce to us our panelists and then our projects. I'll read out the rules for your presentation tonight, and then our presentation can come up. All right. So the journey for us, if you, everybody here can bear witness that our lessons are very specific, right? They they are being broken down into specific things that we learn. So it's being broken down into chunks, and these chunks come in form of topics. Each topic has videos, have documents, have data set to practice with, and it always ends with a quiz. Sometimes the quiz is one, sometimes the quiz is two. And I just want somebody to just tell me how have been those lessons for you? Do you think that the way the lessons are structured, it helps you to learn? Or was there another way that we should have done it that would have helped you in the long run? Let me speak to Wallace. Yeah, Wallace. You're not in the community on WhatsApp, so you're on the Microsoft team. I know you have personal challenges. So I want to hear from you. How is the lesson like when you go to the Google Classroom and you see the lessons? Does it help you catch up on? Because you're new to SQL. Does it help you catch up on what we're doing and it helps you get better in this thing?
Well, coach, I find the structure of the lessons to be informative and good. I take in the knowledge easily.
Okay, great. I like that. Thank you, Wallace, for sharing. Okay, so that's one of the things that make up the study group, the way the lessons are structured, right? The second thing that make up the study group is our hands-on file. Now, you all bear witness that the hands-on comes in every 10 days, right? Okay, every 5 days. So we combine day one and day five lesson together, and that becomes a hands-on, which we refer to as gifts, right? And you will also bear with me that the hands-on was not as wasn't something you expected the first time you saw it, but it was easy, right? So let me talk to Blessing. Blessing, what was your experience on the hands-on? Pearl, Pearl, are you on the call? Okay, let me talk to Somto. Somto, what's up? Are you on the call? I just want us to be able to express what the study group is like for us so that we can know the journey, how far or what the journey has been for some of us, especially how we learn, how we grow, how we get better. Okay, I think Pearl is not active on the call. Somto, what's up?
Yes, I'm on the call.
Oh, okay. How was the hands-on for you? The gift one for you? How was it? Okay, because if you're speaking, we can't hear you. Somto, are you there? All right. I cannot confirm Somto, so I'm just going to. Okay, let me talk to Doris. Hi, Doris. What's up? How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? So talk to me about the hands-on. How was the hands-on for you? The gift one.
Oh, gift one. Is that the one before this one?
Yes, the one before the project.
Okay, yeah, that one was okay for me. Yeah, I like the fact that it had many concepts in one project.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was. I found it. How do I put it? Like I could practice so many things, which I was
Right.
happy about. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Exactly. Yeah, some too. I noticed you have a network challenge. Sorry about that though. And now we are in the next phase of our journey, which is projects. Of course, this is our first project. Like this is our first industry project, right? So for me, I've been observing all the groups, just so you know, and I've seen how each person have been able to create the time to be part of the project, to stay active and stay communicative with their team. I've also seen how we've been able to meet up with deadlines, and as well express our challenges among ourselves. And let's not forget the documentation on GitHub, right? I know for some of us, I had to recommend a link for you to adjust your project. And for some of us, the project was great, but you had little things to make adjustments to. And now you're at the phase where you have to, present whatever project you worked on as a team. Personally, for me, I feel like these things are in place to help you grow, stretch you. Mm, You actually cannot learn in a place of comfort. And I feel like the discomforts have made us, become better. And I promise you that when we get back to our learning, the way you will see these things, it will be different. With this, I can then properly introduce us to tonight, which is our project presentation, right? I'm excited for Team A and Team B because I've been observing the engagement on the community, on the study group. I've also seen how we've been able to. I mean, some teams are not actually, some people are actually not cooperating, and especially okay, let me not go there. I see how each of the captain in the team are actually trying their best to carry everybody along, to talk to each person. And sometimes it's hard to get what you want, especially when everybody is just seeing the messages and living it. It's been a lot, all right. But tonight, I want us to put all of those things aside and work together as a team to present because you're going to be graded based on your team performance. All right. It's going to be a teamwork. So you want to put some of the challenges you have struggled or the things some of your team members have pissed you off on, you want to put all of that aside and just do it. Just give your best. All right. Just give it your best shot. Now, let me introduce us to our panelists. It's very important that you know who you're going to be talking to. Our panelists are not data guys. So if you're coming in to talk about data and all of the technical things, trust me, you're speaking to yourself. All right. So you want to find the best way to express yourself. All right. You want to understand, you want to talk about what you understand. If you feel you don't understand a particular concept, just move away from it. Don't talk about it because if you talk about it, it's going to expose your weakness. And that's something you want to avoid. All right. So, with pleasure and joy in my heart, I actually want to welcome Mr. Isaac Okorie, also known as New Dawn. Yeah, Mr. New Dawn, good evening. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Good evening.
Great, welcome. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very great today. So good to be here with you all.
Thank you. Welcome. Yes, so this is Mr. Isaac. He is a creative director. Not just a creative director, he's a creative, Have you ever been in the room with creatives? They make you feel like everything is all about expression, everything is all about presentation, everything is all about imagination. And that's something about him. When I met him in like when I first okay, I know I've met him like we kind of grew up in the same environment back then, but to meet him in his creative space, like the first day I saw him with his tools, it was my brother's function, my brother's wedding, like my brother's traditional wedding, and I was like, oh man, this guy is just intimidating me with this set of tools. I'm a two person, right? Digitally, I love tools, AI tools, BI tools. And I just feel like there was a lot of things that I could read from his expression, and all his body just kept saying creativity. And I'm just excited to have him on the space. Mr. Isaac is a photographer. I mean, you need to see some of his work. I stumbled on his work on TikTok. He didn't even know that. I didn't even know he was on TikTok. And I saw his work, and I kept going back to his work. That something just told me, they are going to know that you're looking at somebody's profile, right? I just give up because it was obvious that I was literally just staying at his work, right? Because of the kind of creativity he brings into his work. He's also a creative producer. He serves currently as the creative lead and the founder of New Dawn Studios. His work is beyond just, visuals. His work cut across creating elegance and timeless portraits when it comes to events like weddings, trying to tell a story. Maybe you're working on a project, you're working on something that you want someone that can actually put that idea into something people can relate with. I think you just need to talk and leave him to do his work. I'll tell you that for sure. My brother is a person of excellence, and when I saw New Dawn on his project, I just knew that no, forget it. This I have to work with this guy. That's the reason why I'm literally in this space with him, because of the kind of person I've observed he is, both from distance and working closely. We've not actually worked closely, just so you guys know, but his work speaks a lot, and that is the reason why I chose him to be one of our panel tonight. All right. Beyond his work, he's someone that is very committed and passionate about building a strong ecosystem for creatives. And his vision for New Dawn is how can we build a society that is focused on building a media that leads and covers production, both for presenting excellence, helping create opportunities for people that are in the creative space so that they can collaborate, they can grow, and they can succeed. And that's New Dawn. It's a pleasure to have you, sir. And I'm just excited to hear what your thought is about all the things we do in data. And yeah, he's also a tech person. He knows a lot of stuff going on in the tech space. And he's just an inspiration to a lot of us, even me from a distance. And that's the reason why I'm inspired by his work. And he's here as a judge. Hi, Mr. Isaac. Pleasure to have you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for accepting this invitation. It's just a honor. Thank you so much.
Honor is mine. Honor is mine. So good to be here and then to be able to share knowledge together. So let's dig into this.
That's what I love to hear. Like that ability to open yourself to what you're not a master of, but you love to do it. Like you love to be part of it. And I promise you, data is something you're going to love when you hear us talk about it. I can bet that with you. All right, so let me introduce you guys to my own inspiration. Yeah, when I think of business, I think of Pastor Deems Emeka, right? He's someone that inspires me from a distance to build myself, especially when it comes to doing something of excellence. I think I should even say this. Okay, I should not say this. Okay, I'll say it. Personally, for me, my career started in business. And whenever my career started back in undergraduate in school. And when I was in school, I was always looking for the next thing. And whenever I feel like, this next thing, it be like saying now when we finish school, I would always remember the kind of person I have around me. And Pastor Emeka James is one of the people around me that thoughts of him makes me just want to keep pushing myself to be an excellent person. And I can say for fun and for reality, that he is someone that I would always talk to if ever find myself confused about my next step in career. All right, especially in business. Yeah, he's a business person. All right, a business tycoon. He's very strategic when it comes to implementation, and a very disciplined person. I love his ability to, work with people and execute things. He's managed roles across corporates and different parastatals. He's someone that actually have an ability to identify growth in every place he finds himself. He's very vast in thinking. I am so moved by his leadership skills. I think if there's someone that can talk to me about building from nothing to something, Pastor James Emeka is someone that has that ability to take people from that knowledge. He's someone that if you work with in a couple of weeks, you personally would desire to want to be an excellent person. And one thing about him is sustainable growth. There is nothing I've seen him build that he's not thinking of the sustainability plan for that thing. I cannot just imagine bringing someone else on this project presentation if not you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. He's a very devoted man to his family and married to a beautiful, lovely mommy, proudly a father of four. And he holds family as a very strong value. He's very, very committed to building a legacy and a family business. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Dim. Okay. Good evening, sir. How are you doing, sir? Whew. Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you, sir, on the call,
Good
bro.
evening. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.
A pleasure being with you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure. Okay, I intentionally chose our panelists because I want to achieve something with us, right? Which is how do you make sense of data to an audience or to a market that have no idea of what you guys are doing in your shrine? And that's what you guys are going to be doing tonight. So if you've rehearsed how you're going to, bring up queries, trust me, you won't even need that. Just stick to the idea of what you're doing, stick to the story of your project, stick to how you can translate your SQL jargon into something that is relatable. All right. And that's what tonight is going to be about. So let's get into it. We're going to be starting with two teams. Team A and Team B. In the next week, in the coming week, other teams are going to have the pleasure to present their project. All right, so let's talk about Team A. Team A's project is focused on library database management and query system. Now, I know the name might look technical and all. I need you guys to be able to explain what that is and what you did. All right, what did you do on a problem on a project like that? What problem did you solve? And then what is the information that you want us to take home from that presentation? All right, is presenters of Team A ready? Team A, Team A, who's presenting? So you have 15 minutes. Let me give you the rules. You have 15 minutes, strictly 15 minutes. The moment your slide is shared, I would start counting. Is Blessing on the call? B, is Blessing on the call?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, great. So, Blessing, keep me a counter for 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, what can you do with what you've worked on? I know it looks like it's a short time, but I mean, that's all you get. So, use your time maximally. And as well, start now to work on your what you're going to be sharing with us. All right. I'm going to be talking in the name of getting you ready to present. But the moment your presenter is ready, please give me a reaction. Whoever is presenting, just react. And I will stop sharing my screen. Blessing will start your counter and you will have 15 minutes. I know each team is supposed to have three people present. I'm not sure if all the teams will be able to have 3%. If you have 2%, that's fine. But please, let it not be one person presenting. All right, let it not be one person presenting. So your presentation is going to cut across what the project is about, what you did. Your project will also cut across um, some display of your query. All right, just show us the query that you wrote and what it ran, what the results of your query is when you run it. All right. And then the third thing is show us where you documented your project, which is your GitHub. All right. Show us your project on GitHub. What were the things that you factored in when you were putting your project on GitHub? All right. How did you even put your project on GitHub? All right. I know most of us use a lot of AI tools to write our content. All right. How did you structure it? So these are just the few things you want to talk to us about. All right. You have 15 minutes. and I will be waiting for that reaction from any member of Team A. So who's going first? Team A.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, great. Good evening, my chief. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
So I'll stop my presentation, and once I see your screen up, your time will start counting. All right.
Okay.
Okay.